So as you can see, we are given a specific object, which is 2x divided by x plus 1 is equals to 2. So when you look at this object, we can try to see or get information from what we see right here. The first thing that should come to your mind, learners, is that this is an equation because there is an equal sign and that there is only one x variable. So then this is an equation where we have to solve for x. So the simple way for us to find what x is that we try to manipulate the denominator, take it that side, and then we also try to get x alone. How do we do that? First of all, it's going to be 2x is equals to 2, and then with the brackets, because we're going to take this that side, it's going to be x plus 1. And then after that, you know, as you have been taught, how to factorize. So this 2 is multiplies in this x and multiplies into that 1. So we're going to get 2x is equals to 2x plus 1. Okay, this is plus 2. And then after that, you see that you cannot take this to that side, otherwise it's going to subtract each other. Let me show you. If you say 2x minus 2x is equals to 2, and then this is going to give you 0 is equals to 2, which cannot be possible. So we can see clearly here that we cannot use this way of solving for x or finding out whether they are equal or not. If you look at this scenario alone, you can clearly see that the denominator cannot have a x value which is equals to minus 1. So here on the side, let us write where x cannot be equals to minus 1, otherwise it will not be possible. So seeing that this method doesn't work, what should we do? What I usually do is that I opt to use a table, substitute different values for x, and see if we can get a function or a graph. One may think that this is going to look like a hyperbola, which I also think maybe it might look like a hyperbola. But let us use the table to find out what it will look like. So, as you can see here, I got different x values from minus 2 to 3 as my domain. And then now I just substitute different x values to this equation and see what answers I get. So we're going to have 2x, which is minus 2, divided by minus 2 plus 1, it's going to give you 4. So the first value is a 4. The second value is not applicable, remember, because it cannot have a 0 as a denominator. And then 0, we're gonna have 0. And then when we have 1, we're gonna have 1. For 2, we're gonna have 4 over 3, and then for 3 we're gonna have 6 over 4. Let me just make sure. Oh, for 3 is 6 over 5. 6 over. Stop guessing. 6 over 5. Okay, I hope you can see that. And then as you can observe, let us now try to put this on the graph. So that was a table representation. Now we're going to use a graph to see if we can make this make sense in our minds. The first thing I want to graph is the easy one. This is a straight function. Where is it? Let's go back here. What we can see is that this must be equals to that. So what you can also do is that look at this as a straight line graph and look at this as a hyperbola. And then now let's draw this. We separate them, and then this y is equals to 2. Gonna put it like that. And it continues as my y is equals to 2. And then the point where they intersect will be the x value where the two graphs are equal. And then for this value, we can say from minus 2, we have 4. For minus 1, it's not applicable. For 0, we have 0. For 1, we have 1. And then for 2, we have 4 over 3, which is 0, it's 1 comma something. And then for 3, we have 6 over 5. What 6 over 5 is close to 1 as well. 6 over 5 is equals to 0.2. And then 4 over 3 is 0.33. So it looks a bit funny, but then from this we can try to connect the dots and see if it will give us something that is nice. And this is not a good looking function for us, so we cannot determine whether it is equal or not. But from our graph we can see that here it is not going to intersect. So we can assume using this that there is no possible x value for that specific equation. Now to prove it again, what I can also do is that I can say 2x over x plus 1 is equals to 2. Seeing that this is my graph or my object, and then I continue to say 2x is equals to, multiply that side, it's gonna be x plus 1. Sorry for that. 2x plus 2. Now, this is my proof personally. If you see here, it's gonna be 2x is equals to 2x plus 2. So from here, you see that it's impossible for these two values to be equal because the left-hand side will always be 2 units smaller than the right-hand side because of the plus 2. So, therefore, I can conclude that there is no solution. Thank you very much.